Hello, everyone who's watching the recording, who's joining live. So Christmas is coming soon. So we're getting ready. And today we're going to try doing this 3D. So 3D postcard with snowman. Yeah, so it's like you open and it's coming. It's not very hard, but still it's fun. And of course, I expect you to make the snowman much more fun and colorful than mine one. So what you're gonna need? You're gonna need 2 pieces of paper. So you should choose what color will be your main color for the card. So here I have blue, here it's red. Yeah. If you have also like a bit thicker paper, like color cardboard, also works perfectly, of course, because then the card will be more stable. But these two I did just with simple color paper, and still it works nice. It works fun. Yeah. Tell me, Ellie, you have a question?
Last minute, but I was just gonna ask if because there's not really any colors that I really like, or next time or something that we do this, can we paint the background of the card?
Let's do it now. It's a good idea. So let's take just 2 white papers and let's color them. Of course, that's a very good idea. So very nice. We're changing the plans. So we're taking 2 papers, both of them are white, and one we're gonna color and one we're gonna just fold for the snowman. Yeah, why not? It's not a problem at all. Yeah, tell me again, Ellie.
Are they like super big papers, or are they the papers that we usually paint on?
Yeah, sure. Take the one that is a bit more thick. Yeah, it's gonna work better. The card will be more stable, more resistant. Yeah. Well, here actually I have like one more for watercolors. Yeah, so it's more thicker, and I plan then it's gonna go outside. And this paper is just simple thin computer paper, so it's also will be easier to glue. And this maybe I can do the inside of the snowman. Huh? And cool, we're gonna invent how our postcard, how it's gonna look like. Okay.
So,
all right, very nice. Yeah, take your time, girls. Get ready. No rush. Camille is joining. Very nice. Hi, hello, Camille. Welcome. We just got started. So today we're doing the 3D Christmas card. So we're gonna have this snowman. Yeah, like when you open the card, it's pumping out. But the girls have suggested not to take color paper as the base paper, yeah. But we're gonna take both. So we're taking 2 pieces of white paper, and we're just gonna color. We're just gonna take paints, and we're gonna color, and it's gonna be definitely more fun. So let's start by folding our first paper. So the good way to do so, it's very nice and precise. So first, what you do, you just connect the corners. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it the other side. Yeah, it's also, you might check, like some papers, they have one side more like flat surface, more smooth, the other one more grainy. So you can also choose which one you want outside. So the best way to do it, I just connect the corners. So I just, like holding my paper like this, I connect the corners that they match. And then of course, and then I hold it tight here in the middle, but my corners still are like matching nicely. Yeah.
So snowman card that you made, the outside paper is like a little bigger. How do I do that? Do I cut one of the smaller papers? Because I don't have a paper that's like slightly bigger.
Very good question. Actually, very good, Ellie, that you've noticed this. It's going to be our second step. So now we're folding and doing the outside paper that is blue and red here. And next step, we're taking the same paper. So I have 2 papers the same size. But to have it smaller, we're just going to cut. We're just going to like fold it, and then we're going to cut a little bit out, so then it's shorter, yeah? Because then it looks nicer when we close the card, then the snowman is not looking out, then the card is like completely closed, yeah? But very good eye, huh? Very cool. Okay, let's go back to folding the paper so it's nice and smooth, yeah? So again, we are, firstly, we're joining the corners, holding tight, holding the paper tight. Yeah, and then I move my hand to the middle, and then I just starting from the middle, and then we go, yeah, to one side, to the other, and then my card should be looking nicely. And then, of course, I can take something hard. I can take marker, I can take scissors, whatever. And I can also press, especially if I'm taking like watercolor paper, it's thick. So I can take something that helps me. It can be a ruler, whatever you have.
Are we gonna be painting out the snowman?
So so we can now decide. So now we're taking these 2 papers. So I'm planning also to do the snowman from white, and then I just color it, yeah? So then it's kind of easier because snowman, he's white. Then we can also color like the paper, so this part, yeah? When we do the shape, later it's kind of your creativity, how you want to do it, like simple as mine, or you want to do more stuff, yeah? So maybe you don't want to keep this white, maybe you want to, we can also color this one, yeah? Tell me, Ellie.
Are we able to do something that isn't a snowman? Like, something else?
Something instead of the snowman?
Yeah.
Christmas trees.
Okay, I can show you 2 more things what we can do. So another thing is the 3D card with the presents. So it's also, it's like a sample when you open it, and now you have like 3D presents. So this is one option. And the other option is, I'm gonna show you, is the tree. It's a bit different, but it looks like this, yeah? So it's okay, here it wasn't done that perfectly. So you can choose, girls, whether you like snowman, presents, or the tree.
I can't choose between like the presents and the tree.
Okay, well, for snowman. He had no chance. What about you, Juliet?
I think I might do a tree.
Okay, so but let's decide all together on one. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard to do.
The presents, because you can like design them and make them like.
You can make a tree. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the presents
Decision.
better.
Okay, let's ask Camille. Camille, can you type in the chat which one you prefer, the tree or the presents? Because I see girls are having hard time to to choose. Let's see. Oh, the tree. Okay, sorry, Ellie. It was a fair go. I promise you we can do the presents the next time, okay? If you still wanna do this. Okay, then we're doing the presents. Oh, sorry, the tree. The tree is gonna be a bit differently. So actually, we still need that's one paper that we folded. But then for the tree, we need like the trees like of other color. And here are some trees. So it's not necessary that you need color paper. Some of them I was coloring actually just by brush. Yeah, so you can choose. But first, let's start then with this background. Yeah, so we have our paints prepared. Then we also can make a hill with snow. And then we can make a nice gradient of the blue sky. Yeah, it's also nice because then the snow looks very good on a dark blue background. And then we let it dry. And while it's drying, we're gonna do the tree. And then it's going she'll be nice. Yeah. Okay, very, very nice. So then let's take our paints. Let's take water. In this case, what I'm gonna do also, I'm gonna use a tape and I'm gonna tape this paper, yeah? So then we're gonna have a very nice and pretty borders, yeah? So let's do it also now. Here I'm gonna put my, so this is the paper, this is the main paper for the card. And taking the tape, you can choose on the thickness of the frame. It can be also bigger, it doesn't have to be thin. Yeah. So it's also how I will do it. First, I measure how much tape I need. Then I break the tape. It's easy with hands. Paper masking tape. Again, I measure how much I need. I tear it. And I don't know. Yeah, if you don't have a tape, let's say, of course, you can also go without it. Then it's just good maybe to put something, you know, under it so you can go nicely for the borders. Maybe it's even good to leave the borders uneven. Actually, it's idea. Maybe I shouldn't. I'll try it. Even if I taped it, I'll try maybe to leave my borders unperfect as experiment. So we're gonna start with light blue, we're gonna finish with dark blue. Yeah, so you can prepare them on your palette. Mm. 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 Yeah, if you don't have like really light blue, it's also good to mix it with white. Then you're gonna have even lighter part. And remember that you always need more white and less blue. Yeah, so mix it carefully. Okay. So here I have light blue, I have dark blue, and I have white. Yeah. So in the end, I'm gonna have like 3 colors, and I'm gonna try to do the nice gradation. And it's actually also always a very good skill to practice, making nice gradations, color per color. It's always useful. Like when you draw the sky, when you draw the sea or something. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for girls to prepare. Or if you're ready, thumbs up, yeah. To start coloring. Yeah, okay, I'll just start so you can see a little bit like one step ahead. So what I do, I take now my blue, so I take light blue, and I'm adding some white. Some, this is gonna be my like lightest part. And the first thing I do, I decide how big is my hill, and I just draw very bravely. I draw this line for the hill, and then I can already start going up. And what are the secrets for a good gradation? Yeah, the gradation, like the blending. So it means one color is very nicely, softly moving into the other. Water plays a big part in it. Yeah, so we use water to move, but it's also not too much. If it's too much water, then the paint is becoming more transparent, and but then it's also not a problem. It only means that we need kind of to wait till it dries, and then we just put the second layer, let's say, yeah? Because if we have too much water, the paint is more transparent, and we see more paper. So it's really like kind of the feeling of the paint in the water. So here I'm trying to do on purpose a little bit uneven borders as experiment. So what we do now, we just create nice sky. And for example, I can go also from top, so I can take also my darkest blue. I can color it on top. And
I'm gonna use purple for my sky.
nice one. Excited. I really love how you girls always have your own ideas. And this is how it should be. Like, because you are the artists, and it's exactly your job to take decisions. Yeah, so the decision is I'm not taking blue, I'm taking purple, or other color combination. It's also, there is also one trick. If by some way you did like a little bit too dark and you want to make it a bit lighter, then you can go with white just straight on top of the painted area that you plan to make whiter. This is gonna be my tail. Nice. Also, there is such thing like overdoing. So also be careful. Like in general, the painting always looks better the less we move our brush back and forth. Because yeah, the paper get tired. Especially if it's maybe the paper is a bit thin, so it's not so water resistant, and we put much water and so on. Yeah, so then it gets a bit crumpled. Yeah, and sometimes like we move the brush and like we feel the paint is moving with us. This is also a good sign that you just need to stop and really give it like maybe a few minutes for it to dry. Yeah, acrylics are drying fast. And then it's much more easier to continue, like to make on top the second layer once it's dry. Yeah, to correct some imperfections. Ellie, tell me.
I'm not gonna do a gradient because I just thought I saw I put together dark blue and purple and it looks really good, so I'm doing that.
Perfect. Yes, you're totally right, girls. Purple and blue is one of the best combinations. Nice ones. I'm excited to see how your ones are looking. Yeah, so take your time to make a background and let me know once you're ready. And then we're gonna continue the tree. So how's your background going, girls? Is it ready?
Almost.
Almost. Okay, okay. Okay, Camille is ready. Very nice. Okay, then I'll start just explaining slowly how we proceed. So this one goes to rest, to wait for its turn. Yeah, and we go for our tree. So what we need for this, we need, well, I'd say at least 5. I'd say 5 is minimum. Maybe the more, the better. The shapes of tree. Yeah? And I suggest you just draw one, very beautiful. Yeah, you check the size. But then the rest ones you can just trace around. Yeah. So I'll also show you. You can take color paper if you want. Honestly, I don't have color paper at the moment. So I'm actually going to be coloring my my pieces of tree. But if you have color paper, go ahead, take it, and then you can just cut and glue. So what you need first, you need to decide how big is going to be your tree. Yeah, so according to the size of the card, so it's not too big, not too small. Yeah, and then I'd say like typically 3 parts. You know, so then you don't need to cut too much. So something like this, yeah. Feel free to improve. Yeah. Yeah, so let's say more or less this is one. Maybe I also make maybe a bit not so close to the middle. So then later when I cut, . Summarize. But there is also one way how to cut the tree even better. So actually, well, we could have started with this, but so to cut really a perfect tree, actually, you can just fold the paper half, and then you just cut kind of two, because anyway, we're gonna need the trees needs to be folded, so it's okay. It's good to have here folding line. And then take a look, girls. Yeah, when you cut, you can cut when your paper is folded. You can cut looking like one side, and then the other side is gonna be the same. Yeah, then your tree is gonna be much more nicer because you're cutting. Yeah, so they're gonna be the same size. And here. Yeah, and then once you cut it, you open the you see, this is the line of my previous tree. Mhm. Very nice. We can try. Okay, this one got a bit smaller, but it's okay. And I'm gonna have a smaller tree. Yeah, and then you check. Yeah. So I'm saying if you have color paper, feel free to use color paper straight away. Yeah, so let's say I have just some. So I'm gonna use maybe some parts of color paper. So let's say I have some pink. So the pink I'm gonna use. And again, the easy way is that you just fold your paper to the half, and you can draw and cut just one half of the tree. And then you're automatically getting and now I'm tracing. So it's also, I'm not drawing a new tree each time, because still I wanted them to be more or less the same. And again, I'm cutting when my paper is folded to the half. Like this is also faster and definitely more precise, because it's almost impossible to cut the tree same from both sides when you cut them separately. This is a very good way to do it. Oh. And like this, let's prepare maybe, let's say 5, or how much you manage to do. I'm also gonna take perhaps some blue. Yeah, so what I do first, like I'll take my tree that I already know, like as a model, and then I measure it, how much paper I need. I cut out, and then I just fold the paper and get my middle line. And I can do this middle. Okay. Nice. Already made 2 trees. And as I said, I don't have much color paper. So I'm gonna also paint my trees just with paint, and then I'm gonna just let it dry. Just some paper. Yeah, it's also pretty much quick. Here I've put it paper underneath, so it's easy to work with borders. And I just let it dry. Looks a little bit like a cookie, you know. Okay, what other color shall I take? Oh, green, of course. Otherwise, my tree gonna be everything but green. Now, how many trees you already have, girls? Are you doing your first, already second tree? Mhm.
How many trees do we cut out?
I'd say like minimum 5. Yeah, if you have color paper and it's quick, you can try more. But let's say we have 5, and then we try to glue them together, and then we see how the tree looks like, and whether you feel you need more, or maybe it actually is enough. Yeah. So once you have 5, let me know, and then we start gluing together, and then you can always add more if you need. Yeah, so it's not that there is some special sequence or. Juliet, you have 5?
Almost, but I'm gonna color them in.
Okay, good. Okay, Camille is ready. Yeah, so I think maybe like some 5 more minutes girls definitely need to finish cutting, to color, and maybe they're gonna be drying a bit. Yeah, and I suggest you color them just with one color, as I did. And later, when they're already all glued and they're all here, then later with the marker, you can do some drawings in there. And but to make it easier, you just like take a piece of paper, a big brush, put the 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, ready, next. Yeah, I'm gonna pause recording. So just when you're ready, we're gonna start again. Yes, my apologies. I forgot to resume the recording, but the process wasn't hard. We glued all our trees together. Yeah, so the most important, you glue them side to side. Yeah, and then choose which comes in the middle, which comes in on the sides. So here I have 6 pieces of 3. I'd say 5 is like, still a good way to for the garret to look good. And so you can also try. And now I also glue. Looks pretty nice. I like it. And then we can let it stay. Yeah, and then the rest pretty much is again, you as an artist, you decide how you wanna other things. Of course, I like making snow here. And then once it looks more Christmassy.
Evie, how do you like, I want to add another part to my tree because I only have 4 on, but how do I do that?
Yeah, so you can always add to the sides, yeah? So you don't kind of the sides in the end, you don't glue it all together because you need the sides to glue also to the card, but you can always add more, yeah, to the sides. Of course, to the middle, because since they're already glued, you can't squeeze in, but you can always glue like more to the corners, yeah? Like don't do your tree like glued all parts together. You always have like one side open and the other side open, because these sides are going to be sticked on the card. Yeah, so if you have like your tree glue all around, so just like very carefully split some parts, some 2 of them, just and then you can always add more to the side, and you can add as many as you want. Yeah, is it working for you, Juliet?
Yeah, I'm just designing the tree.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, did it work for you, Ellie? Did you figure out how to split and add more 3 parts? Yeah, I also like adding rabbits. I think rabbits, they always make the painting more sweet. Painting rabbits is easy. You just like bigger oval for the body, then small circle for the head, then you add the ears, and then you add a little tail. Yeah, it's if the rabbit is jumping like you see it on the side, and if there is one rabbit like sitting already, then from behind it's even easier also. One oval for the body, smaller for the head and the ears. Yeah. And of course you can put also like snowflakes, decorations to the tree. I think I'm gonna just put the snowflakes. Yeah, so let me pastel dry a bit. And then of course, don't forget to write like Merry Christmas or Happy New Year on the front side of your card. And then I'm sure it's gonna be a very nice present to someone. Also, if you write maybe some personal wishes. Yeah, it's always nice to get a handmade present. Okay, Camille left. She she says goodbye to everyone. Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna also write the wishes. So because here the card looks boring, nah? Here it's like very beautiful. So I'm gonna also write something here. Okay, here I have Merry Christmas, so here I'm gonna add Happy New Year. I've added a little bunny on the back of the postcard. Yeah, so it's like the frontal says Happy New Year. Here you open it. We have bunnies also here. And then you close, and here is also one more is late. So how your cards are looking, girls?
I'm coloring in the ornaments and stuff I'm putting on.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Nice. I'm happy with my card. It looks sweet. When you make snow, always remember to make some snowflakes bigger, some smaller. Then it always looks nicer. Yeah, rather than all the same size. Just make some spots bigger and some tiny and okay, I'm gonna stop recording, but of course we're gonna hang out. I'll wait for you girls to finish. I thank everyone who's watched the recording. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, see you next time.